Hiya! Hi. So I'm gonna make this video about this Chick-fil-A fiasco, which I'm sure some of you already have witnessed and seen all over Facebook, Tumblr, and wherever. I was gonna make this video 3 days ago, or 2 days ago, based on the Chick-fil-A Appreciation Day, but I was busy, so it's better late than never, right? So what is Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A is basically a fast food franchise. The owner is basing this off Christian morals and principles, which I respect. Dan Cathy was asked what was his stance on marriage, and he responded that he supported and stood by traditional marriage, which obviously means that he does not support same-sex marriage. It's obvious. You don't have to straight out say that you don't support same-sex marriage. The fact that he said that he stood by traditional marriage already implies that. I totally respect that because not everyone agrees, and it's obvious. Everybody has their own opinions and views on things. So what is this whole Chick-fil-A issue that is going on? There was a day, August 1st, I believe. It's called Chick-fil-A Appreciation Day, which is just a day where people, Christians, and anybody with that same common belief on traditional marriage just come together and go to Chick-fil-A to support Chick-fil-A. This basically it is Appreciation Day. A lot of people, a lot of Christians believe that the LGBT community is attacking Chick-fil-A based on this one man's opinion. Let me just say this. It's not because of one man's opinion. It's also not because of freedom of speech. The actions are also part of freedom of speech. It's not that the LGBT community is mad at this one person's opinion or freedom of speech. Everybody has a right to their opinion. Now, a lot of people are saying that, oh, well, there are companies that are supporting and donating money for LGBT community and organizations. That's fine, and I agree. When you donate to the LGBT organizations, whose rights and who are you hurting? No one. Nobody is being affected or harmed by it. Chick-fil-A, as well as other companies, but Chick-fil-A is well known for donating millions and millions of dollars to hate and discriminating groups. Now, when you think about that, and when you ask that same question I asked before, who is it affecting and who is it harming? It's harming the people who those organizations are targeting. And in this situation, the anti-gay groups are targeting the LGBT community. So that's where the problem is. When it affects other people, nobody has a problem with Dan Cathy stating his opinion. Then there are those who state that it's only about chicken. It's only chicken, guys. Quit getting your panties in a bunch over chicken. It's just chicken. It's not just chicken. It's more than just buying chicken from a fast food franchise. People have the right to protest against same-sex marriage because not everybody has that view. Like I said, people who went to Chick-fil-A have the right to stand in line. But the people against Chick-fil-A and protesting against Chick-fil-A also have that right to tell those people standing in line that by standing in line and paying Chick-fil-A your hard-earned money, you're also supporting all the wrongs that were perpetrated by this company, this franchise. The LGBT community and those who support same-sex marriage also have that right. Christians, they are making themselves the victims, but they don't know that their actions are affecting others. You get what I'm saying? By standing in line, you are not only just supporting Chick-fil-A, but you are giving your hard-earned money, which is being donated to hate groups and discrimination groups. And I'm not only talking about the LGBT community. I'm talking about discrimination against employees, just discrimination against people in general. And isn't that the opposite of what the Christian morals and principles are? I mean, I'm a Christian, and if I knew that was the case, I wouldn't be supporting Chick-fil-A. But the thing is, the people standing in supporting Chick-fil-A, they know about this because they've heard it so many times, but they choose to support it because they don't care. They don't care that affects the LGBT community because on their views of homosexuality. And I feel that it's wrong that they use the Bible as an excuse for hatred. And what I mean by hatred is hate. I've never heard so many judgmental comments in my life. Even the little kids, even 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds, little kids are taught to hate this certain group. Now, I don't know about you, but if that doesn't scream hatred and discrimination and intolerance, then I don't know, that's beyond me. They're using the Bible as an excuse to spew hatred. And in their eyes, they think they're loving. People need to jump off the bandwagon about others having the freedom of speech. Because it's not about that. It's not about that. You have the right to speak your mind, speak your opinion. Everybody has that right. But you don't have that right, however, to discriminate and hate against other people. For those of you who support Chick-fil-A, if you feel that, it's right to support hatred and discrimination, then that's fine by me, and I respect that. But in my opinion, that's not very Christian at all. I'm not gonna judge you, but I do have that right to tell you that your actions have consequences. I'm not hating on Chick-fil-A. I haven't been there personally, but I have friends that have been there and say their food is great. And that's great for them. I mean, I'm sure that they produce good fries and quality burgers and whatever. They're brave enough to stand by their belief. And I respect that. There are those who say, that doesn't concern me, or why should I care? I'll just ignore it. Ignoring something is not the thing you do to make something go away. I don't know why people still think that way, but in fact, ignoring something just implies that you either don't care or you support that thing that's happening. This whole issue, I feel that it's just blown out of proportions. Much like the Occupy movements, this whole issue is just taken out of context. I don't know if this is true, but I've read recently or I've heard that they're making a day same-sex couples are going to be kissing in front of Chick-fil-A to protest. I personally don't have a problem with that. What I don't know is if it's going to be like a public orgy in front of Chick-fil-A. That's what I'm concerned about. Because if it is a public same-sex orgy pile in front of Chick-fil-A, then I think that they're going too far. Anyways, that's all I have for now on that subject. And what are your thoughts on Chick-fil-A? What are your thoughts on this whole issue and fiasco that is still going on? Is it taken out of context? Do you support same-sex marriage? Do you think that the LGBT community is taking this out of context? Do you think both parties are taking this out of context? What are your thoughts on this whole issue in general? Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you guys later.